What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with a long-awaited episode 2 of my NASCAR 25 career mode. It is Upswift Gaming here. Today, I'm bringing you 2 races from the career mode. We got race 2 at Michigan and race 3 at Bristol of our season. We got a couple of housekeeping things to take care of before we get to the race today, and looks like we got a potential new sponsor lined up. Big Fish Barbecue. We need to finish 35th or better in the next race in order to receive this sponsor, which is that's a really hefty goal. I doubt we'll be able to reach it. No, I'm pretty sure we will be able to reach it, but we're just gonna set top 35 as our objective for some reason. I did not really know what I was doing in this game at this point, so I set my objective really low. But actually, as we look at our candidates to hire, we have a few candidates to look at. We got John Stockton, the legendary point guard for the Jazz, and a couple of other people hired to the team. There he is. There's Mr. John Stockton, looking as impressive as always. Now, of course, we've got a bunch of level 1 parts after Daytona. So we're actually going to go through and buy all level 3 parts, upgrading our car up to 280 Ps, which I believe is pretty good, as we've unlocked the Series HQ, which doesn't really make much sense, because why couldn't we look at that after, I guess, after the introductory race, we only had to go straight to Daytona. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Anyways, back to the video. We are looking at the schedule for the next coming races. We got, of course, Phoenix, Bristol. Then we got some fun races at the Rock and Talladega. A couple of other fun ones, including North Wilkesboro. There's IRP. It's a new one. Or that's a new one to NASCAR gaming, I should say. Iowa should be fun. Kansas, Martinsville. And then, of course, the season ends up at Phoenix. So this is actually a big test for the championship race at the end of the season if we were to find ourselves in a position where we could get to the championship, or have a chance at the championship, because there's no playoff system. Now, of course, the last one, Cletus McFarland, the legend himself, won the Daytona race, and we finished 30th, which was quite bad. So without further ado, let's get on into the weekend. Phoenix, of course, the guys to watch out, always William Sawalich, Brendan Queen. They're the top guys of the series. They're the top dogs. And we want to get to a spot where we can eventually beat them. Hope maybe it's this season, maybe it's next season, but first, we have to see how fast we are this weekend, which means we're going into practice. Now, of course, the car looks, the scheme, my paint scheme making skills were not very good at this point, so I don't have like the logo on the back of the car. I probably should. The paint scheme is very basic. But it doesn't matter how the car looks, it just matters how fast it is. As we head on into 3 and 4 on our first official practice lap, when we're up to full speed, our goal is a 30.545, and we absolutely smashed it by 0.6, getting a 29.9, but that's going to put us 24th in practice, which is not even that bad, honestly. I figured we'd be a little bit further down the order. William Sawalich, of course, finishes first in practice as we go through the rest of the order, all of the ARCA back markers back there as usual. So now we head on into qualifying, 3:30 on Friday, 3.5 hours before the race. Hoping and praying that we can turn in a good lap. As we start our qualifying effort, only 1 lap. Our sponsor goal is, of course, the top 35, so it's not going to be very hard to not get this goal. I'd assume we get this goal as we enter up on the high side. Here at Phoenix, you really want to enter high in the ARCA car, especially our low-powered ARCA car. You want to enter high and then kind of ARCA down low. In turn 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4, you're going to want to apex kind of in the middle of the corner and gas up off the racetrack, gas up out of 4 to maximize your time. And we actually finished 25th, or we qualified 25th, which of course means our goal, which means we're going to get some more reputation for that, which is good. William Sawalich wins pole over a 10th over Brendan Queen. William Sawalich is going to be a force to reckon with this season, that's for sure. Definitely the championship favorite. Him and Brendan Queen are pretty good. But now we head to our first short track race of our career. Our small little team doesn't really have a whole lot to hope for. Maybe a top 25 is in order because we qualified in the top 25. Maybe even a top 20 is in order. Really possible here as well. So we get our car fired up, we're rolling, starting inside of the 22 car of Amber Belkin. She also kind of in the midfield along with us. So we actually get a terrible start for some reason. The car would just not go. So we fall behind her. We fall behind David Smith. There goes Blake Lothian in the 51. Brad Smith passes us as well. Then we go 3 wide with a 31 car of Rita Goulette and the 19. So a little bit of a bad start, but we got 38 laps to fix it. We got plenty of time. 25 laps on fuel. It's going to be a one-stop unless we have some cautions at some faults of falling in some weird spots. So we're going to have to pit more than a couple times. But immediately we pass the 48, get by that group of cars, get to the bottom of the 51 through the tri-oval. William Swalsh continues to lead the race, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. We're actually going to kind of shove a car underneath the 51 of Lothian, get a run off of the corner. It's actually not a bad-looking car, 51, but now we skip ahead to lap 6. We pass David Smith. We're up into 25th, exactly where we qualified, and we fly by Amber Belkin. That was honestly a super easy pass into 3 and 4. Now we got AJ Moyer in front of us, and somehow we get a great run off of the corner and get underneath him as well. So making our way up through the field kind of early in the race as we progress on. The tires are kind of wearing now. It's going to be interesting to see how we stack up against other teams and their tire wear. But for now, we're in a really good spot, especially for our goal, which I don't know why I set it so low. So to lap 10, we're continuing to make our way through the field, getting to the inside of Takuma Koga and the 12 Toyota. We're going to try to get by him at least into 1 and 2, and there we go. We finally get the run off the corner and pass him as we're clear up. So now we have a really kind of a far gap to the guys in front, but it's eliminated within 3 laps. We get to the inside of Zachary Tinkle heading into turn 1 and 2. Still battling him. He's holding tough on that outside, and we're actually going to slide up a little bit, scare him a little bit, scare his AI a little bit, but we're going to get the run off the corner and pull away from him. And then we got legendary Alex Clubb in the 03 in front of us. He, of course, led a couple of laps at Daytona, but we're going to fly all the way to the high side and try to pass him. Not quite yet getting there. We are in the top 20. We actually hit him, and he's actually going to lose the car and spin out in front of and he's going to spin around the guys behind us, but no caution is called, so we move on to lap 18, where we're to the inside of the 3 Toyota of Todd Souza. Gets to the inside, into the corner, pass him off the corner. That's kind of where we made a lot of our moves in this race, just getting people into the corner and then getting a little bit of a run off to make the pass as we get to the inside of Robbie Keenely about a lap later. Coming to the halfway point of the race, and it's looking really good for our small team. We pass Keenely up into 17th. Now we got Ed Pompa in front of us. William Sawalich still leads, not shocking whatsoever. We might actually get lapped by him in this race. But speaking of lapping, we're gonna lap at least one car right here. Being Ed Pompa, having a rough race back there in 40th, but we don't care. We're trying to keep our eyes forward and keep on making some gains, and make gains we would. About 3 laps later, we're up into 15th. Guys are pitting here and there, so that doesn't really show where we're at. We cut off Greg Van Alst and pass him on pace. But we're going to try to pit pretty quickly, and we pit this time along with Tanner Reef and other cars in front of us. Take it really nice and easy into pit road. Make sure we're underneath the pit limit.
Clear inside. One outside.
And that's going to cost us. We fall all the way back to 21st, but we have fresh tires. We got enough fuel to go to the end of the race, and it's pretty much on us to carve our way back to the field. But we get lapped by Sawalich. Not a very shocking thing. Our car sucks. His is way better than us. He's got JGR equipment. We have nowhere near that, but we get a little bit of luck on our side as Brian Clubb, teammate of Alex Clubb, is actually going to slow down both Trevor Huddleston and Alex Clubb, which is going to allow us to go up into 18th. So, moving on later into the race, we've only got 4 laps left in this thing, and we are gaining on Greg Van Alst for 17th. We got Tyler Reef behind us in the Sigma car. He's going to want to pass us because he's a little bit faster. But we're catching Greg Van Alst. coming to 3 laps to go. This would be an outstanding result for this small team. And coming out of 4, we're actually going to get to the bottom of them, use the dog leg a little bit. That doesn't really work out the way I want it to. But heading into 1 and 2, he kind of takes a higher line. We're going to send it up the racetrack, try to clear him. He backs out of it. We go up into 17th. As Tyler Reif, he's going to pass us. He's faster than us. We know that. 17th is an outstanding run for this 84 car, and we might not stop right there. Zachary Tinkle has an awful turn 3 and 4. He's going to get passed by Tyler Reif. He's going to get passed by us as well. It's going to come to 2 to go. We're going to use all the dog leg. To the inside we go, and we end up making the pass as I hit the wall in the corner. That did not really mean to do that. Well, we're up into 16th on lap 37, and it's looking really good for us. Don't think we're definitely not gonna have enough time to get up to the 9 car Robbie Keaney. But overall, this is awesome to see that we actually have pace on a track besides Super Speedway, because at Daytona we were really good, but we finished in a bad spot. And here we ran really good and we finished in a good spot. Of course, getting our goal of a top 35. We finished 16th. As we look into the results, of course, William Sawalich takes the dub by 6.5 seconds over Tyler Reif. Brendan Queen up there as well. Scrolling through the rest of the results, Brayton Lasser almost gets a top 30, and poor Ed Pompa finishes in 40th place, which is unfortunate. We get 768 rep, which is pretty solid. I mean, rep doesn't really matter that much because we're not going to really have a chance at the Truck Series yet. But Sawalich rings in the victory at Phoenix, and Robbie Keaney, unfortunately, isn't very happy with me, but he cannot race if he doesn't like my driving. That's what I have to say on that. We make $4,000. Good, solid money right there, and all of it, everything's at 75%. That's just wear and tear because we did not hit a single thing in this race. And then it says that we unlocked the Series HQ again, but we already unlocked that. Let's look at our achievements. Some of our stats. Our rep still quite low. Still got a long way to go to rank 2 in the Truck Series. But now we're on to Bristol. Now John Stockton says we got to fix our car, so we might as well fix it. I can't not listen to a former NBA All-Star, am I right? So we're going to repair the engine or repair everything, but we don't have that many work points, so we might have to make a decision on what we want to do here. And what we choose to do actually is put on 3 level 4 parts, spend most of our money. We have $957 left, so if we wreck in the next race, it is pretty much over for us. But now we have a way more competitive car, already at 75% level 4 parts, and actually we get an opportunity to run a driving school or make a school appearance, which increases our rep, or we get $2,000. And since we are pretty broke right now, considering I just spent our whole, all of our bank account, all of our money in the bank on new parts, we're probably going to have to go with the driving school here and get $2,000, so at least we're not entirely in the hole. So make that decision. And of course, now we have a new sponsor that we want to put on the car. Old Craig here says that we can put a Big Fish Barbecue on the car, so of course we will sign them, get $1,750 a race, and because of our good running, we put our objective at getting a top 25. So we're up to 23rd in the points. William Sawalich is leading the points now. Cletus has fallen down a bit in the order, but nobody really going against Sawalich right now. But it's still really early. I mean, we could even have a chance at winning the championship eventually. But with a new sponsor, it becomes a new paint scheme as we put Big Fish Barbecue on the car. Kind of a red, white, and blue type scheme, because why not, America, right? So to Bristol we go. Race 3 of the season. Of course, the usual suspects are going to be your drivers to watch. Got some upcoming events. Practice on Thursday, qualifying on Thursday, and the race on Thursday. So starting off the race weekend, we're going to practice once again, run a lap or 2, see where we're at, see if we can reach our goal of a top 25, which we should be able to because I just spent all of my money on new level 4 parts. So it should work out the way I want it to. And with our first lap here, coming through, we are going to get a 16.5, which is faster than our goal time, about 0.3 faster. But that puts us in a pretty solid spot in practice.
All right, let's make some adjustments.
We're going to loosen it up, actually, for qualifying. Felt a little tight out there. But Bristol, it's a short track, right? There's going to be a lot of braking, a lot of corners. We finished 16th in qualifying, or not qualifying, practice, actually. William Sawalich finishes first as normal. But Bristol, it's a short track. You're going to be using the brakes a lot, trying to use that high line to pass cars, trying to use that low line to pass cars. I haven't really ran an ARCA race here before, so I don't know what to expect. But hopefully it'll work out for us in the end, and maybe we can get like a top 15, which really showed in our practice run. So now we're on to qualifying. We get 2 laps for qualifying now, which is nice. We're going to sail through 3 and 4 on our first lap of qualifying, get off the corner, and we're actually going to hit the wall right there. That's going to cause us to lose a lot of momentum. Hopefully that first lap was good enough, because this lap isn't really looking to be the best either. Now the key to Bristol, you kind of got to enter middle, enter high, and then kind of arc it off the corner. But it's going to work out for us in the end, even with hitting the wall a little bit, as we qualified 20th, which is a little lower than where we practiced, but still all good nonetheless. William Sawalich, of course, wins the pole, and Jake Finch finishes second. So now we move on to the race once again here at Bristol as we stare at America's great flag. Look at our beautiful 84 car with our new sponsor, Big Fish Barbecue. We're trying to put together our best race yet for our new sponsor. Really show them that they made a great decision in sponsoring our car. So we come through here to the green flag of the race. We got 50 laps to try to do something in this 84 car. We got Takuma Koga beneath us, and now we have Blaney Bice beneath us. Really, starts is not our strong suit. We tend to lose a spot or two, and especially at Phoenix, more than a spot or two at the beginning of these races. But we're really, in this one, we're going to have to utilize the high line and get that run off the corner. But it did not work there, as they made a bit of contact with the 2 car. Now we hit the 31 as we come off of turn 2, still battling the 2 car. I really like that scheme, the pink number. It's a little plain, but it's pretty solid, and she's eventually just going to pass us. But now we move forward a little bit to the race, and through the race we're up into 19th, lap 7 and 8, battling with DL Wilson for the 19th spot. Good thing we haven't really needed to battle our way back to the field, because our goal is a top 25, but we'll take as many spots as we need. But now I really feel, as of in these races, as time goes on, our car actually is faster than the AI. It feels like the AI struggles on older tires, and we're a little bit faster, because maybe we can push harder than them. I don't know if that's a product of the difficulty being 102, 103, but it is what it is. So we move to the inside of Caleb Costner, to the inside of Cody Dennison, up into 18th place. This is looking to be maybe even better than Phoenix. Just depends on how the run progresses. But I believe we won't even have to make a pit stop in this one. So no pit road mistakes. It's all on me, not on my pit crew at all. If I screw up, it's on me. If I run well, it's also on me. As Lady Bice continues to move her way forward, I'm trying to move my way forward. It's Cody Dennison against Cody Dennison. And eventually, I just have to move him out of the way, because I am not here to wait around and make friends. And on lap 12, we are not waiting around at all. To the inside of Bice we go. I figured out that the outside line, the AI can't really run the outside line that well. And if you go up the racetrack a little bit, they get a little fidgety and lose a lot of speed. So I kind of use that to my advantage. Trying to make my way forward up into 16th now. Exactly where we finished in Phoenix, but we got Takuma Koga in 15th right in front of us, and we're not going to waste any time either. We're going to hit him a little bit. He's loose off the corner. He's spinning out. Believe he saved it right there. He's still all loose all over the track, but I believe he's going to end up saving it.
Outside now.
And we get no caution for that, so that's definitely going to extend the gap we have between us and the cars behind. And skipping forward to lap 22, we have the benefit of Thad Moffitt kind of being a hazard in the way of Ed Pompa, who is having a tremendous run, by the way. Great top 15 for Ed. As we move forward to lap 25, halfway through this one already, we pass Lawless Allen, who is Second in the points, by the way. That's a big one to pass right here. We're in 13th. We're looking great, and we've got the GOAT, Timmy Hill, in front of us as well. Lapping a couple cars that are bits way slower than us, using kind of them to our advantage. As we could have ducked to the bottom of Timmy Hill there because he is being held up by the 05 of David Smith. But instead, we're just going to kind of arc it off the corner, get a run into 3 and 4. And Smith is going to hold up Timmy Hill, and we pass him, and we're up into 12th. We've got actually a great shot at getting a top 10 right here. That shows really the difference between level 3 and level 4 parts because we did not have this kind of pace at Phoenix. To the inside of the eye surgeon we go. Inside of Patrick Starpoli, and of course the lap car. And of course the lap car slows of Dale Quarterly, slows him down, so we take advantage of that. Up into 11th we go. We really utilize that throughout the race, kind of using the lap cars as picks and using our pace to pass the cars ahead. As now we gain on Andy J, and that's for a top 10. A top 10 in ARCA could mean a lot for this team, especially a small team like us. As we get into the corner to the bottom of Andy J we go. We're not going to get him quite yet. He's a little loose. We actually hit him a little bit, making some enemies right here too, but we got plenty of time. We're coming to 16 laps to go, and as around goes the 11 of Zachary Tinkle, and he's going to take out Andy J as well, spinning out in front of the cars behind us. And because Tinkle, he was actually for position, he just gifted us 2 whole new spots. So up into 9th place we go. Just get quite a bit forward to lap 45. Isabella Robusto in the lead, looking for her first win of her career in her rookie season. Coming to 5 laps to go. We are 9th, and we are gaining on Tyler Reef. We're going to pass him right away, or at least try to. He's going to get to our door. But of course, we have the 48 of Brad Smith kind of slowing him down, so we're going to use that to our advantage. Past Tyler Reef. We are within 4 seconds of the leader, so theoretically, if this race was longer, we would have a shot at actually maybe winning this race. But we're actually gonna fly through here, past both Greg Van Alst and Jason Kitzmiller. Jason Kitzmiller being the only one for position. Up into 6th place, coming to 3 laps to go. Getting so much time, and Isabel Robles. So as around goes, is that LeVar Scott? It is LeVar Scott. He goes around. We're up into 5th place now. This could not have been a better race for the first race with our new sponsor, Big Fish Barbecue. Up into the top 5, I believe we're not going to have a single chance at getting up into 4th, but who needs that chance anyways? We're going to lap Rita Goulette. Hunter right in front of us, just a bunch of lap cars. We got quite a bit of time between us and the 4th place car, but Isabel Robusto is going to take the white flag here in the last great Coliseum. The stands are packed, and they love to see this 84 car having the run that it's having up into the top 5. We made great moves all day, and it's going to pay dividends as Isabel Robusto is going to come off of turn 4 and win at Bristol, getting her first career win. And we come off of turn 4 and take 5th at Bristol, getting both our first top 10 and our first top 5 in the last great Coliseum. A great place to do it. Very historic racetrack. Awesome place to drive, and we love it here, I guess. So top 5 is Robusto, Jake Finch, William Sawalich, Brendan Queen, and me. Of course, the top 4 are too far away for me to have a chance at gaining anything. And because of our great race, we get over 1,000 reps for the first time. 1,440 reps, huge. Of course, social media is kind of blowing up. As Isabel Robusto says, bring it on, baby. After her win at Bristol, Jake Bowman, Rita Goulette, and Steve Lewis, all back markers, talking some smack on social media. Talk to me if you beat me in a race. That's all I got to say. Because of that, we get 12 grand in the bank. Our car's a little bit beat up because it is Bristol, but honestly, it's not too bad. It's definitely repairable. So with that, if you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing, and we'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.